Hey guys, sorry about the late upload. I was thinking we could do the answering questions type vlog again. Before we did biochemistry questions, and this would be GI questions. 43-year-old man, several month history of fatigue, rash, flushing, and abdominal cramps. The rash gets worse with rubbing and scratching, and he has diffuse itching after hot showers. He gets dizzy and lightheaded after prolonged standing. He had an episode of syncope on a hot day. I'm trying to cut out a lot of the fluff. He came into your office, you did a physical examination, and you found a maculopapular rash. On biopsy, large clusters of mast cells, think about it, that are positive for KIT, which is also CD117. The question doesn't even want you to tell them what it is. They want what additional findings would be present. So you have to figure out what this is and then go through all the possible symptoms that are associated with this disease and then look at the answer choices to see what else is associated with this disease. So not a tertiary question, but just a secondary. Actually, I take that back. The answer choices kind of sort of make it a tertiary question because first of all, you have to figure out that this is systemic mastocytosis. It's the flushing and the itching after a shower, those things give it away. And the KIT, which is a CD117, that gives it away. You have to realize that, first of all, systemic mastocytosis, then you have to realize that that leads to abnormal proliferation of mast cells and histamine, and then that leads to excessive gastric secretion. The answer is gastric hypersecretion, but you would never figure that out unless you didn't know what the disease was and then what the disease leads to and how that affects gastric hypersecretion. Only 33% of people answer that question correctly. So if you got it, good job. Okay, next question. I'm only gonna do two. I think the video is long enough if I only do two questions. Okay, so let's see. 32-year-old man, several months of fatigue and weight loss. I really hate when they start vignettes like this. He's tired and losing weight. Like, give me more depth in the beginning of the question. Anyway, he drinks 1 to 2 alcoholic beverages daily. Oh boy. He used to use IV drugs. This is getting interesting. You should already be thinking things. Even though I really hate when they start with fatigue and weight loss, you can already start to think about things, and then they tell you he's an alcoholic, so you think about more things, and then they told you IV drugs, so you think about more things again. Go through family history, irrelevant. He's sexually active with his girlfriend. This is just fluff, 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 fluff. You have to read through all of this. The vignette is like that big, and like this much of it is fluff. Let's see. You do a liver biopsy. Okay, you do a liver biopsy and you see large hepatocytes filled with finely granular, homogeneous, pale pink cytoplasm. My voice kind of broke at the end of that. Let me say it again. Finely granular, homogeneous, pale pink cytoplasm. So UWorld and NBME and USMLE, they're getting away from those key words that people describe things with. So this right now technically is a key word, but they're describing it differently than you're going to see it in books and stuff like that. Whenever you hear about something in class or in books or in first aid, it's always in first aid. They say something that's ground glass appearance. And ground glass appearance is this. It is large hepatocytes filled with finely granular, homogeneous, pale pink cytoplasm. That is just the explanation of what ground glass is. So right there in that line, they gave you the answer, but you would never know that if you were only learning ground glass, ground glass, ground glass. You're never going to see ground glass in a vignette. You're going to see the actual explanation. Don't just like hook on to keywords because you're probably not going to see them. And this question is really simple. The question is, what's the diagnosis? So since I just told you, you know the diagnosis from that explanation, you should know the answer. The answer is hepatitis B infection. That's what this person has. Only 34% of people got this correct. The second majority of people actually chose hepatitis C, but that's not how hepatitis C presents in your liver, okay? I don't want to give away too much, but look up the difference between hepatitis B and hepatitis C and how it presents in the liver. It's not going to be the ground glass appearance. That is only hepatitis B. Okay, I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope no one reports me to UWorld and gets me arrested. Great, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to like and subscribe, comment, and share.